Alright, so for our product analysis, we did the Nintendo GameCube. So before we start off here today, I have a warning. If you obtain a GameCube somehow, because they're discontinued right now, and or already have one, do not take it apart the way we did, because otherwise it will end up like this, or yeah, a million pieces. So, in order to properly disassemble your GameCube, look it up on iFixit.com because proper instructions are listed with pictures. And you also may need to create your own screwdriver. Alright, so the function of the GameCube is a gaming console used to run gaming discs for society's enjoyment. And the procedure, pretty simple. Insert disc into the rear platform and close the lid, push down on the gray power button and to turn on the console. And the operating environment is pretty much anywhere with a power source and a display monitor. And the original price was about around $200 and the retail price now is about $20. Obviously the manufacturing origin is Nintendo, and the life cycle was its release date from November 18th, 2001 to November 17th, 2006, which was the Wii release.
So they don't make these anymore? No. It's all different kind of games now, or something. I'm not a gamer.
When Wii came out, it's Xbox can play GameCube games.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, obviously, the main thing is the Switch, so.
Right.
So one of the motherboards was the flipper graphics processor. It had 32-bit. It was only 32 bits, and it brings everything together. It was actually the main motherboard. In fact, that's actually the CPU on it over there.
It's the controller input. It's where you plug in 1, 2, 4 of your controllers so you can play with a friend or forever alone. It holds the orange LEDs so you know when it's powered on, and it holds a switch that's sending it back to the starting screen so you can restart the system.
Here's a power button. It's adjusted, or spring adjusted, where you press down the gray button on the back left, I believe, part of the GameCube, and that powers it on. And it also holds the hardware that connects the cable to the external power supply, which would be the plug into your into the circuit in the wall, or an internal power supply, which will be shown later.
This is the internal power supply. It's what the wall plug-in connects to, and then it feeds power to the rest of the GameCube.
And then the laser lens, it's what reads the disc, getting the data from it, knowing what game it is, and it is located under or near the spindle hub, which is what spins it around, getting you the different points on the disc so it can read everything.
The heatsink, which went over the processor to help keep it cool, because then the fan will blow air over the heatsink. This is actually the part that I made in Inventor. This is my Inventor drawing screenshots.
This is my piece. In Inventor, I just made the motor and like the little chip, because the top part is just a little plastic piece that holds the disc in place, but this is what actually spins it around, getting the different locations to the laser lens.
And I made the handle, which is not really that much of a functioning piece, but it serves as a carrying point on the GameCube and makes the GameCube easily transportable, even though not very many people even carried it around. And it's found on the back of the GameCube, and it also serves as a dank meme. Now, the recyclability of this product is actually pretty high, because most of the Most of the product was made out of like ABS plastic, which is recyclable, and also most of like the heat sink might have been like a metal that's wasn't really that much recyclable, but the other metal objects or like aluminum objects were quite were actually made of aluminum, so they're actually pretty renewable. So all in all, it's a pretty good product to it can be reused. So.
Questions?
How do your densities compare to the calculated real life density, like Inventor, my properties?
Good question. We actually didn't.
Okay, okay, no.
Yeah.
When or where and how were these parts manufactured? Pretty sure it's in the criteria that you got there.
Yeah. I couldn't actually find.
I'm pretty sure the outside was injection molded.
Inject. Okay. Do you have any
Yes,
You have to mass produce it.
How do you make a heat sink?
It, by looking at it, it looks like it was formed in a mold and then ground down.
Correct answer is very carefully.
That's probably like
A little know-how.
Well, you got all those little pieces, so you got tons and tons of surface area, right?
And then
In a
like
very
right
small
here.
space, so you can. That's
These
how you
areas right
lose.
here, you could tell they actually ground it down, so these actually went all the way up and they ground it down.
interesting.
Now, what is the surface area? Yeah, I'm pretty sure surface area is one of the required criteria.
That would have been a real pain for that. Well, actually, it'd been pretty easy. Actually, you could just get your
Rectangles out of them.
get your rectangles, get one
actually,
side rectangle, multiply it by 2, and multiply that by the number of flanges things that you have there.
Kind of easy.
Guess that could have been done.
And treat the width of the rectangle to 0. Don't worry about
There
it.
you go.
Centroids.
Okay.